Hi guys, welcome to Mum's Eye View. I'm Mikhila from Miss Budget Beauty and today I'm going to talk about some very basic winter skincare. Now just a quick disclaimer, my skin is kind of combination oily and obviously skincare is very personal to you, so what works for me is not necessarily going to work for everyone, but this stuff is what I'm liking right now. It's actually quite light as winter skincare goes, but you can kind of sandwich serums and oils and various other things in there if you feel like you need that extra hydration, but this is very basic budget winter skincare. Now, I don't know about you, but the current weather is kind of playing havoc with my skin and my hair and all kinds of things. It's cold and it's windy and it's rainy. Not to ruin the YouTube magic here, but I'm actually filming this at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I have to have a huge light box in front of me because it is dark outside. It's insane how dark it is for the time of day. So it feels like nighttime and I'm going to kind of take you through my nighttime routine. First of all, I'm going to take off my makeup and I'm going to use this S.O.S hot cloth polish. I love everything that I've tried from S.O.S so far and seriously the whole range smells completely amazing. I've mentioned it on multiple occasions. I just love it. I'm going to use this to take off my makeup. It's a really thick, nice cream. You can kind of massage it into the skin and then you take it off with a muslin cloth or a flannel. It's definitely the way that I prefer to take off my makeup. Some people use oils or wipes or kind of various different ways to take off your makeup these days, but this is definitely my preferred method. And then I'm going to move on to face masks. Like I say, I'm sticking to basic pared down skincare here, just kind of the bare essentials. So if I'm skipping some steps that you feel are completely vital, feel free to throw them into your own routine, but I'm just kind of paring it down to what I would feel I had to do. Now, masks aren't necessarily essential for everyone. Some people might use them on a monthly basis, even less than that. I am borderline obsessive with masks. I use them several times per week and I just love them. I definitely attribute them to my skin staying clear and looking nice most of the time. And these are the two that I have to choose from. The first one is the Garnier Pure Self-Heating Sauna Mask, which I love. It's just over £1 for these 2 sachets, so for 2 uses, which is brilliant value, especially from a brand like Garnier. And I just really like it. It is self-heating and a lot of sauna masks don't really heat up that much, but this one really does. And it always makes my skin feel kind of cleaner afterwards. The other one that I have is the nut oil mask from Montagne Jeunesse. Tongue twister there. Not a tongue twister, but difficult to say. And this one is for kind of hydrating and moisturizing. And since the weather is pretty terrible out there, I think I'm going to use this one. If I'm putting on a face mask, chances are I'm going to do something to my hair as well. And today I'm going to use this Barton S.O.S Help Me Twice Weekly Treatment Mask. That is a mouthful. Apparently it's got Moroccan argan oil and shea butter in there, which is going to nourish and add a glossy shine, which reminds me of a dog advert. So hopefully I'm going to have this glossy coat once I'm all done. Sidebar, this stuff smells amazing. It's like caramel chocolates. It's like Christmas in a hair mask. Amazing. Also, I used it straight on dry hair, which is not the directions, but bit of a rebel. I'm gonna do it anyway. Wrap it up in a towel and take a little bit of relaxation time on the sofa, make myself a cup of tea, paint my nails, probably read a magazine, and then I'll come back for some regular skincare. So it's at this point that you may want to add different products. I am keeping it to the bare essentials today, but I might add in a serum or an oil here, depending on how my skin feels and what I want to do to it. But I am going to keep it very simple. First of all, I'm going to use this eye cream, which is the Q10 Plus Anti-Wrinkle Eye Cream from Nivea. Now, my friend has been telling me for the longest time that she uses Nivea face cream, and I've always been a bit, because I will, you know, I don't spend a lot of money on my skincare, but I always kind of turned up my nose at Nivea a little bit, I can't lie. I always thought it was a little bit of an old-fashioned product. But I think she's onto a bit of a winner because this eye cream is absolutely gorgeous to put on. It's so light, but it definitely feels like it's hydrating enough. I am definitely guilty of putting on a little bit too much eye cream. I go for very heavy eye creams. And although I don't feel like it's necessarily doing anything more than if I used less, it's just psychosomatic, you know? So I use the tiniest amount of this and it just absorbs really quickly. I really love it and I'm definitely going to continue using it. And then we'll go into the moisturizer. So I have 2. And again, depending on how my skin is feeling, I would use one of the 2. One of them is the Garnier Essentials Hydrating Day Care. Both of these are actually day creams. Now, just something to mention, you can use whatever cream at whatever time of day. Just make sure it hasn't got SPF in it. As long as it hasn't got SPF, you can use that day cream in the night if you feel like it's the heaviest cream that you want to use. Because that's definitely where I kind of fall down with a night cream. A lot of them are too heavy for my skin. And so I found that most of the day creams that I like that don't contain SPF are actually just as much as I need. And so the Garnier one is probably a little bit lighter. I do tend to use this during the day, but if I have sandwiched an oil in there or a serum and I don't want to put too much on, this is great as well. The one that I'm going to use today is the Skin Perfection from L'Oreal. One of my all-time favourite face cream. It's velvety to apply and it absorbs really nicely, but it feels like my skin is plumper and just generally nicer. I completely love this. Last is something that is always intensive in the winter time. I can maybe get away with something lighter in the summer, but in the winter I need an intensive lip moisturizer, and this one is from Blistex. It actually tingles a little bit on your lips. It has this kind of strange shaped applicator that almost looks like it should be for an eye cream, and it comes out as quite a thick cream, if you see there. It's really quite unusual for like a lip balm kind of product. It's quite sticky and thick. I wouldn't use this during the day, just at night time, and it has that, oh, I really love that smell. Not everyone will love this smell, but I absolutely do. It's that kind of medicated menthol-y smell, which feels like it's doing something for my lips. When it smells like medicine, don't you feel like it's doing something? So I really love this. And it's just thick enough to wear overnight that almost feels like a mask for your lips. I am obsessed with masks, we know. We've covered this already. It's an essential for me during the winter months, but I like to have it on hand all year round because you just never know when you're going to need that extra intensive hit for your lips. They can get dry and chapped any time of the year. It's just right now, it's necessary. It's gonna happen at some point to one of you. You need this in your life. So that's everything. That's my kind of basic essentials. I hope this has been useful for some of you who were looking for kind of some budget skincare recommendations. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. You take it off with a muslin cloth or a flannel. It's definitely the way that I prefer to take off my makeup. Some people use oils or wipes or kind of various different ways to take off your makeup these days.